Hello students, this is Miss Michaud and this is your interest analysis assignment. So the objective of this assignment is linked to Maine's Career and Educational Development Standards. And this one is students will reflect on and/or analyze interests, skills, habits of mind, and experiences to maintain a positive self-concept and to aid them in making career and life decisions. So one of the things you need to understand about the career planning process is the different steps that are involved. And the first is to assess yourself. So this deals with self-awareness. And this is where we get to take some surveys and personal assessments here. So this is where this falls in line, this particular assignment. As we go along, we will explore career options. Gaining skills is a continuous, I would argue it's a continuous process. Finding a job and then managing your career. But again, the takeaway here is the first step is self-awareness and to take some surveys and get to know yourself a little bit better and then explore some of your options. I noticed this piece of information, and it doesn't really surprise me. Time used on an average workday for employed persons ages 25 to 54. So, as you know, every day we have 24 hours in that day. And, we spend at least 9 hours a day in work-related activities, at least. So you're talking about a third of your adult life is spent on the job. So it's important to try to find a career or a job that you're passionate about, okay? So there are many different factors that might influence your career decision, such as your aptitudes or your multiple intelligence. So these are things that come naturally to you. Your attitude or disposition about something, your abilities is a factor. Any experiences that you might have may influence your career decision. Economic factors. Interests. So this is the one we're going to deal with today. Social, enterprising, conventional, investigative, realistic, or artistic. There are other influences like family, peers, counselors, employers. Goals, what you want to do or accomplish. Your personality, and what do you value in the workplace. So these are some of the things that we will explore in this class. But specifically in this assignment, your interest area. All right. So we're going to watch a video on the interest areas and the history of this particular research.
Work. It's a hard fact of life. Sometimes just finding work we enjoy and are good at is challenge enough. Some people spend their entire lives searching for the right job. Many don't know where to even start looking. In the United States alone, there are more than 150 million people working thousands of different kinds of jobs, from accountants to athletes, from dancers to dentists, from teachers to top executives. Every job requires its own set of skills and comes with its own rigors and rewards. And just as not everybody is right for every job, not every job is right for everybody. In fact, your personality, those characteristics, traits, and preferences that make you who you are, is a major factor in determining which occupations are right for you. People who follow career paths that match their personalities are more likely to be both satisfied and successful with those careers. This video will introduce you to one of the best ways to find work that fits with your personality. It's called the Reassec personality theory, and it is a time-tested tool for exploring and deciding on a career that's right for you. You'll learn how the tasks and work environments of jobs match with personality types and even learn which jobs tend to be a better fit for each type. Along the way, you may discover careers that match your own interests, perhaps leading to greater career satisfaction down the road. So, let's get started. In the 1950s, renowned psychologist John L. Holland developed a theory and a process that helped individuals match their work interests, otherwise known as their vocational personalities, to their preferred work environments. Holland's theory says that most people can be described by one or more of 6 personality types: realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. People who share the same personality type tend to group together and create work environments with shared values. What does this mean? In short, people who work in an environment that is a good fit for their personality type and with people who share their interests and personality traits are more likely to find satisfaction and success in their career.
What Holland did was to give us a way to view the world of work from 40,000 feet, plus a quick way to take stock of our abilities and preferences so we can readily understand where we fit in best. If you were to consider all the hundreds of possible career choices, you might be overwhelmed by the task of narrowing down your options. The Holland personality types simplify this process by helping you to make a quick first cut. The terms that Holland invented for personality types may be a little puzzling when you first encounter them. What do you mean, I'm not realistic? But once you learn what they mean, you'll find they provide real insights into yourself and your career choices.
But which personality type or types best describe you? Are you the kind of person who likes to help others? Are you a risk taker who is always looking for a new business opportunity? Do you prefer to work with your hands or with ideas? Indoors or out? In groups or by yourself? Knowing your answers to these and other questions about work preferences can help you to discover your vocational interests, and thus the kind of work that will fit you best.
It's important to realize that most people have a variety of interests, and most of us can't be pigeonholed into just one personality type. Usually it helps if we think in terms of a primary type that describes us best, plus 1 or 2 secondary types that reflect other interests we have. For example, you might have primarily realistic interests, but also have investigative or conventional interests. Your work may not satisfy all of your interests, that's why we have hobbies, but once you have an understanding of your dominant personality type or types, you can identify work situations where you'll fit in best. Keep in mind that just as people are varied, work situations are too. A particular career might combine aspects that are attractive to, for example, social and enterprising personality types. Also, remember that it's not a good thing for everybody in a certain career to be exactly alike. You may have heard of something called groupthink, which happens when there's no diversity in the workplace. In fact, in most workplaces, you'll find a variety of people, but they will share a core of certain interests and preferences that drew them to this kind of work. That's what the Holland types are designed to describe.
The rest of this video will better introduce you to the 6 Holland personality types. You'll learn about the interests and values that characterize each personality type, as well as specific jobs whose work situations cater to those interests and values. As you progress through this video, think about the kinds of work that you enjoy or might enjoy. Don't worry about fitting yourself into one personality type. Keep your options open. But if one or more of the 6 types interests you or seems to match your personal characteristics, pay close attention to the jobs that go with that type. Who knows? One of those may be the job of your dreams.
So this video gives you some background into the history of this particular interest of personality survey created by John L. Holland. I have an additional video here I'd like to share with you that talks about the specific personality types. So please listen to this. Oops.
As far back as 1958, American psychologist John Holland began working on what is known today as personality type theory. The aim of this theory was to explain the match between people and their occupations. Holland discovered that when people have jobs that match their interests, they are more productive employees in the short run and have more stable career paths in the long run. Take Mark Anthony, for example. He once said, "If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life." Most people tend to be more satisfied with their career choice when there is some degree of fit between their personality and their work environment. Holland's model hypothesized that there are 6 prototypic personalities, each best suited to a specific set of occupations. Each personality type is distinct, but most people don't match one theme exactly. Your work-related personality is likely to be a blend of the 6, but you may be attracted primarily to 2 or 3 of the areas. Each personality type is assigned a letter, and the top 2 or 3 areas that you most resemble represent your Holland code. There are many online assessments that can be used to discover your personality type, such as the ONA Interest Profiler. The Interest Profiler is free to use and is based on Holland's theory. Now, let's take a look at each of the 6 personality types. Are you practical, straightforward, or systematic? Do you value things that you can see, touch, and use? Individuals who fit under the realistic category typically have athletic ability, enjoy working outdoors, and see themselves as realistic. They also may prefer to work with plants, animals, and real-world materials such as wood, objects, tools, and machinery. Career possibilities may include engineers, fish and game wardens, athletic trainers, plumbers, and audio and video technicians. This personality type generally avoids social activities such as teaching, healing, and informing others. If you can think abstractly, do complex calculations, or understand theories, you might fit in with the investigative personality. These individuals typically like to work independently, explore challenging ideas, and see themselves as precise, scientific, and intellectual. Occupations frequently require observation, evaluation, and extensive thinking. Career possibilities may include archaeologists, biologists, sociologists, and psychologists. Investigative personalities generally avoid anything to do with leading, selling, or persuading people. You might relate better to the artistic personality if you consider yourself imaginative, unconventional, or emotionally expressive. Creators often enjoy work that can be completed without following a clear set of rules and may participate in art, drama, music, dance, crafts, or creative writing. Career possibilities may include architects, entertainers, photographers, and journalists. Those with artistic personalities generally avoid highly ordered or repetitive activities. If you like to lead discussions or supervise activities, you might represent the social personality. This personality type best describes people who are skilled with words or those who enjoy occupations involved in helping, enlightening, informing, or curing others. Occupations frequently involve working with people. Potential career opportunities include therapists, police officers, teachers, social workers, or members of college and university faculty. Social personalities often avoid using machines, tools, or animals to achieve a goal. Maybe you're self-confident, adventurous, spontaneous, or optimistic. If this is the case, then you could be represented by the enterprising personality type. Enterprising individuals often enjoy occupations that require risk-taking and work with people for organizational goals or economic gain. Career opportunities may include advertisers, entrepreneurs, politicians, and stockbrokers. Enterprising personalities often avoid activities that require careful observation and scientific analytical thinking. Do you consider yourself well-organized, methodical, or numerically inclined? Individuals who fit under the conventional category enjoy occupations that involve working with data. They often value success in business and see themselves as orderly. Potential career opportunities may include tax consultants, bookkeepers, travel agents, accountants, and loan officers. Conventional personalities generally avoid ambiguous, unstructured activities. After answering questions in an online interest profiler, you'll be able to determine your own Holland code. Career development does not end with the first job, but rather is a process that people continue to refine as their career aspirations change over the lifespan.
So there's a little bit more information on the different Holland codes. So to recap, the 6 Holland areas are realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. And again, these have a different meaning than what you would look up in Webster's dictionary. So guess which interest area this is. So here's the description. These occupations frequently involve work activities that include practical, hands-on problems and solutions. They often deal with plants, animals, and real-world material like wood, tools, and machinery. Many of the occupations require working outside and do not involve a lot of paperwork or working closely with others. So which interest area do you think this is? And that describes the realistic interest area. Okay, let's try this next one. These occupations frequently involve working with ideas and require an extensive amount of thinking. These occupations can involve searching for facts and figuring out problems mentally. That's investigative, when those people like to figure things out on their own. Okay, and guess which interest area this is? These occupations frequently involve working with forms, designs, and patterns. They often require self-expression, and the work can be done without following a clear set of rules. This is the artistic area. Okay, let's try this one. These occupations frequently involve working with, communicating with, and teaching people. These occupations often involve helping or providing service to others. And that's the social area. How about this one? These occupations frequently involve starting up and carrying out projects. Can involve leading people and making many decisions. Sometimes they require risk-taking and often deal with business. This is your enterprising area. Guess which area this is? These occupations frequently involve following set procedures and routines. Can include working with data and details more than with ideas. Usually there is a clear line of authority to follow. And this is your conventional area. So let's try to think about the different types of careers. So realistic people are hands-on people. So what types of careers do you think involved doing hands-on types of tasks? And here is a list. Landscape architect, mechanical engineer, game warden, optician, petroleum geologist, a police officer, a practical nurse, a carpenter, anybody in construction, astronomer, aviation, bartender, biochemist, biomedical engineer. So these are some of the realistic careers. Okay, let's think of those investigative careers where you try to figure things out independently. You love to problem solve. Architect, biologist, a chemist, a dentist, electrical technician, a mathematician, medical technician, meteorologist, a pharmacist, a physician, a surveyor, and veterinarian. Now, these are just some careers. Obviously, there are many, many more. All right, artistic careers: an art teacher, an artist, a copywriter, a dance instructor, a drama coach, an English teacher, entertainer or performer. Okay, social careers: you like to help people. Athletic trainer, a counselor, a dental hygienist, a librarian, a nurse, a parole officer, a physical therapist, a social worker, and obviously a teacher. Enterprising careers: auctioneer, a bank president, a camp director. So this is your business-oriented types of careers. City manager, a customs inspector, hotel manager, a judge, a lawyer, a recreation leader, real estate agent, sales manager, sales representative, a school principal, a travel agent, a TV newscaster. Conventional careers, cost accountant, court reporter, credit manager, customs inspector, accountant, administrative assistant, a budget analyst, a professional planner, a life coach, a business manager, a business programmer, a business teacher, a catalog librarian, a claims adjuster, a computer operator, and congressional district aide. This is another video I'm not going to show right now, but I will share this presentation with you and you can explore this in greater detail if you want to. So what we're going to do is an activity that is posted on Google Classroom, and this is called the interest analysis activity. So you need to log in Naviance if you can. If not, I have an alternative assignment. But once you get into Naviance, and I'm going to click on there now, the network has been running really slow, so please bear with me as I log in, and hopefully this works a little bit quicker. It's always important to click on Remember Me once you get your Naviance loaded in, so it's easier to load this back up because we'll be using Naviance quite often in this class. And I'm just waiting for this to load, so please be patient. So when Naviance loads, in the upper right-hand corner, there's an About Me tab. So you want to click on that, and you're going to go to My Assessments, and this is called Career Interest Profiler. And so it's going to give you a bunch of questions to answer, and then it's going to yield out results that look like this. So you'll get to explore your different interest areas and also careers that match up or align to those interest areas. You'll be required to take a screenshot of your results. In Apple, then I can just kind of click and drag out my results, and it will allow me to take a screenshot, okay? Now, if you can't get into Naviance, there's another website that I've posted both on Google Classroom and on this presentation that's called ONET. So, and it's the ONET website. It's called My Next Move. So we're going to click on that. And this talks to you about the interest profiler. And this will walk you through step by step of what you need to do in terms of responding to some questions in terms of whether you think you would like or not like to do it. When you're done, you'll get your results, and then you can screenshot your results. So when you go to Google Classroom, there's an assignment called Career Interest Profiler, and that will tell you exactly what you need to do. I'm going to load that assignment up right now. And again, please be patient. I apologize, but the network has been running very, very slowly as I've been trying to create these assignments. So this is the assignment, and it will explain everything that you need to do. You're going to create your own document, entitle it Your Last Name Interest Analysis, and share it with me and give me commenting privileges. This is going to be a first draft, so that's why I want you to share it with me so I can give you some feedback, okay? So you're going to respond to these questions right here on that handout. And please use complete sentences and remove the numbers. All this up here will tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay? And finally, I'm going to also ask you to post to our Padlet. And the Padlet that I have looks like this. And I'm hoping this works for me. This is new this year, but it's entitled John Hollis Interest Areas. And so once you get your results, I would like you to edit, and you click on the pencil by edit. And then I'd like you to put your name and what your score is, and maybe a short message. And then also, so I can get to know you a little bit better, take a quick picture of yourself and insert that in there. Basically, you just click on the camera, and that's going to start the camera and load that up. And again, it might be a little slow. You take the picture, and then you can insert that image onto, like when I hit save here, it's going to insert that image into that little box. I'm going to delete that right now, but I'd like you to do that and post onto the Padlet some information. I will share with you what my results were. I love to help people, so I score very high in social, which is a 30. This is my Naviance Results. And I like to organize things. I don't know if you remember, but under conventional, there was a business teacher, which I am, also a technology teacher. So that's of high interest to me. Investigative gets higher as well as the older I get. I also took the same survey on ONET, and these are the results here. And again, very, very consistent. My highest is social, and second highest is conventional. And so every year that I take this, I get the same results. So, that's kind of reaffirming. So that's your assignment. I know it's a lot, this is highly involved, but let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day. Thank you.